All right, so got a service call here with this old Otis. I had a real tough time with opening the door, stopping at floor levels. As per the super, I found it in the overhead. I have now placed it in the basement so I can turn it on inspection. But I'll throw a little clip in here of what the brushes were doing. It's time for us to change the brushes out and clean up. You can see on that brush up there, it's been arcing pretty good. I took this first one out. This one actually doesn't look too bad. You can see it's starting there a little bit, right? But let me get them all out, and we'll see. The bottom one in the back and that one up top in the back were the worst ones for sure. We'll take a look at those once I get them out. All right, so I got them out here. You can see the different lengths. So that would tell me that someone changed probably these three at the same time. And well, maybe not that one, but they're changing them at different intervals. And I've heard different things where, you know, change one, change two, never change all of them. I myself change all of them. This one has plenty of life left, but I'm giving it the boot as I'm putting in all new brushes. It's a little weird how we have one different brush than the rest. I have these 240p 11s, which is what I'm going to put in, right? And we're going to clean that all up. I got a brush and a stone. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay with that, the other elevator running. But let me put it together and I'll show you what we got. Okay, so I got the new brushes in, tightened up on the screw. For some reason I just like bending those tabs up, right? Making sure there's some good tension there. But so just to show you, here is a brush that's seated really well. That brush was probably working fine, right? And then look at this one. So you only have the brush really conducting or contacting right on that edge there. And this is the damage from all that arcing. And here is another one from the back. You can tell that it wasn't really contacting that armature very well. And of course, so what happens here is you're not getting like the current that you'd like to over to the motor here, which as well has brushes. These brushes are slightly different where they're cut on a 45. But you see all kinds of different issues with the elevator when you're not getting the correct current from the generator to the motor. And so what we have to do now, like you just can't replace these, turn it on and walk away. We have to seat them so that we don't have this happening. We want it nice and clean like this. So what I do here is with the elevator on inspection, the generator will spin while it's sitting idle, while the elevator is idle at the floor. So I'm going to turn the power back on. I'm going to get set up with my stone and try and see if I can't show you how I'm using the stone to not only clean this up, but seat the brushes properly. So it is rather noisy. You can hear a difference in it running with them not seated. I have my little stone set up here And all I'm going to do is run it inside like this and let that run on the commutator or armature, whatever it's called. But I'm just going to do that a while and check the brushes periodically to see how they're seated. And I'll show you how to use this brush after we get them seated. Okay, so I just hit the stone for a bit. Somebody mangled this side of it. I don't know how you would ever get to have such marks on there, but this side is working out pretty well. So I just pulled this one out to check. You can see how it's starting to get seated there. We're not quite there yet. So we'll keep going and hopefully I'll get it soon. So we are pretty close. Let me just turn this light off. But you can probably already tell how much better that looks after just using the stone. So let me turn the power on here and show you kind of the final step here, right? And this is similar to the small pen I have, just like a fiberglass burnishing tool with a wooden handle that you, like, it works pretty good anyways. But so, all this is gonna do is clean it up, right? So you just hold it in there, go back and forth a bunch. Hopefully you can hear me over all this running. And again, all this is doing is cleaning it up. So it looks much better than the beginning, right? So what I like to do now is I'm going to leave this run for maybe an hour or so, pop off to another building, maybe grab a coffee or something, and come back and check the brushes one more time before I turn it on to the public. But thanks for watching, and again, this is just how I do it. I'm sure there's a million other ways, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.